baseball. Pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Up next will be Nick Williams. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here comes the first pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
In 2 pitches, you can see how quickly your fortunes can change in this game. First pitch of the game, no problem. He gets an out. Second pitch, it gets laced to the outfield for a double.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roy. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So now Carlos Santana, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Eaton going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. That's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box, Michael Franco. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. On to first, a double play. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 2 and the Nationals nothing. Hector Neris gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, Matt, I'm really excited to see what Ryan Zimmerman has in store. He's an absolute ribby machine. Top 5 in the NL in RBIs right now, so obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 2nd inning upcoming from our nation's capital. Phillies on top, 2-0. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the 2nd. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Alfaro gets his lead at first, nobody out. 0-2 the count to Crawford. So far on the year, Crawford is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Nobody out, runner on first. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Goodwin. 1 away.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Hector Neris. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a flare out toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Boy, you're talking about a cardinal sin for any pitcher to give an opposing pitcher to give up a base hit, D-Row, on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, that's got to be so frustrating, the way this guy's been executing. But you know what? Tip your hat to the pitcher. Stuck his nose in there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and found a way to get himself a knock.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's 0 for 5. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
In now is Anthony Rendon. From the stretch. Sliders in for a strike. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Ranging back is Herrera. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second, right fielder, Howie Kendrick.
Now batting, Howie Kendrick will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
0-1.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Count is 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it comes. Just hung in there on that one. 2 out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. And Kendrick has a base hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Hernandez is there. And the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network from Nationals Park in D.C. Set to go now in the 3rd. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Nick Williams. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. Here comes the first pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. A bouncer up the middle, played on the backhand, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting, left fielder, Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Murphy's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
And that's the first out. So 1 away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today. In now for Washington, Joe Ross. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Got him to go down swinging there. Joe Ross becomes out number 2 this inning. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nationals gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Leading off for the Phillies, third baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Eaton is right there, 1 down. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Murphy has it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Phillies go down quietly there. They're up 2-0. Ready for another chance? Adam Eaton.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the corner and slicing foul.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
The 3-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Hector Neris. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Hector Neris.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, The center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Ready for another shot now, Cesar Hernandez. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner towards center. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to one on the scoreboard. Home half of the fifth coming up. Phillies lead this one 3-0. In now is Anthony Rendon. He leads off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
The 1-1 home. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Striding in once again, Howie Kendrick, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch takes a high fastball for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Striding in now for the Nats, Brian Goodwin. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved extra bases as the side is retired. One more look at the circus catch in left field. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Carlos Santana now.
For Philadelphia, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Up next for Philadelphia, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Digging in once again, Michael Franco. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here comes the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Push softly over toward the right side. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Ready for another chance. Jorge Alfaro. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike one. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bryce Harper is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Bryce Harper.
In there, and it's 0-1. He'll enter play here with an average of .314, 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. Hard hit ball to second. And there's one down now.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. One ball and 2 strikes the count. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to right field. Hernandez is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Eaton.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Eaton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Luis Garcia will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. A fastball defines the outside corner. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. To his left, Hernandez. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Nationals Park, it's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Sean Kelly will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Turner ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Scott Kingery will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Kingery.
Skied into straightaway right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Digging in and looking for more, Odubel Herrera. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Liner towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Ben Lively gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Daniel Murphy, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy, known more as an average type hitter, Matt, where he was a member of the New York Mets, but since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come, and it has not stopped.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ready for another shot now. Ryan Zimmerman, no hits to this point. First offering on its way. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Ready once again, Anthony Rendon. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. His fastball taken high for a ball.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
This is foul right side. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santana shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still down 3-0. Striding in once again, Nick Williams. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. His past history with Sean Kelly, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center. After it is Eaton. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and 1 strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Phillies lead it 3-0. In now for Washington, Howie Kendrick. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joaquin Benoit will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Matt Wieters is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 32, Matt.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh and 1, here it comes. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field.
Waiting on it is good one.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. He's set and the pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The pitcher, number 19.
Aaron Altair will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 3-0. Jared Eichhoff comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 48, Jared Eichhoff.
Striding in to start the 9th, Matt Wieters, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Catcher, Matt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. It's been a steady 5 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for the Nats. Hit hard toward the right side. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Now Murphy belts one, carrying well to right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Now batting.
Well, he thought he was just about out of this inning. And the ball leaves the bat, and he's thinking, please go foul. But no such luck. Right off the foul pole for a 2-run homer. Sometimes this sport just isn't fair.
0-1 the count. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. A shot down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hector Neris notches his 3rd win of the year as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Jared Eichhoff earns the save out of the bullpen.